Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a f***. Don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning. GM, everybody. GM, happy Tuesday. I hope everybody is having a glorious day thus far. GM. And this is the GM show, the crypto GM show. Morning for many of you, not morning for some of you show. But yeah, we got plenty to talk about today as always. Let's get into it. Let's shill
Let's
ourselves.
Let's do it. Shill.
.xyz is the place to be. And you can check out our kimono indicator there by clicking on tools and then clicking on the kimono. And the kimono is a all-in-one trading indicator for TradingView. Shows you the 4 key parts of the market: trend, momentum, volatility, and volume. There's 10 different built-in indicators there, and this is totally free. So all you got to do is join our Discord, and you get
free for
access
now.
to this.
So get
free
it
for now. So get it. That's the pressure there. Yes.
Get it.
And we will use that later in the show to look when we look at the charts, so you can see it in action. So stick around.
Comparing indicators costs thousands of dollars. All right.
Oh, that's true.
This is an indicator.
Yes, that's true. How do you? I'm trying to think. It's too early for my brain, but I'm trying to think of how to say like other indicators are, go for thousands of dollars, while this indicator provides twice as much value for free.
Free.
That's our pitch. If you're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube, youtube.com/GMT.
Check it.
LOL, and subscribe, everybody. Let's get into the show. Crypto exchange FTX wins a bid to buy out bankrupt Voyager for $1.4 billion during the bankruptcy auction. This auction photo freaks me out. It looks like the guy is pointing a weapon at him.
Holding a gun to him.
Yeah, I'm like,
You
what
win.
is going on? Yeah, this looks like some kind of messed up movie.
And we got a winner. Yeah, it's kind of jacked up.
Yeah. So anyway, I feel like we've heard in the past that FTX had put in bids or was trying to make offers in the past for Voyager, but I think that just hadn't gone through. But anyway, it's official now. So Voyager, if you're not familiar, it was kind of like Celsius. It was another one of those wallets where you could put your money and get a high return. But they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in July. And they have been kind of trying to figure out what the plan was to get out of their predicament ever since. And so it sounds like an auction was the choice, and Voyager beat out Binance and Wave Finance, I guess, to buy the bankrupted firm. So I guess there were multiple bids. But I guess FTX was the best alternative for Voyager.
I guess a lot of people wanted it. I don't know. To me, it's kind of like when you hear bankrupt company, it's like, well, I don't know.
Sounds
maybe it'd be better to start off something fresh that will that doesn't have the baggage, but I don't know.
was trying to figure out how are people getting their money back from Voyager?
I've never had billions of dollars to go even think about bidding on anything like that, so I don't know what that's like. So that's a different world. But to me, if it was
released,
but if it was let's say it was in the tens of thousands area, and they were like, oh yeah, look, there's this company being bid, they're bankrupt and whatnot. I'd be like, what? I don't know if I want a bankrupt company. That kind of sounds like a
doesn't
mess
sound
to clean
like
up, but
like an awesome thing to acquire. I mean, yeah, I guess what about it is worth $1 billion? I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is what makes it justified that they're because are they in kind of the same boat as a lot of these other kind of lending companies?
Yeah,
where
they're
just
having a liquidity issue.
Yeah, where basically everyone's funds are frozen, if not even existing anymore.
I guess they have some people. I guess people have been allowed to withdraw some of their money.
So maybe they're just not as bad off.
Bankruptcy. Yeah, I think
Maybe
this
they're
just
just,
wasn't
not
as bad as what happened with Celsius, where, well, I mean, Voyager isn't creating a new shitcoin to IOU shitcoin for their
IOUs.
people that
They're
had
not
wallets
giving out
with them,
IOUs, so that's decent, I guess.
So it's not quite as bad. Tara's Do Kwon had made a suspicious, our daily Do Kwon alert. We need a Do Kwon, like a little thing that plays. But Tara's Do Kwon.
It should be where in the world is Do Kwon?
Oh, maybe I can clip that and we can just use. That was a perfect. We don't need more takes. That was a perfect take. Cut it. He made a suspicious 3,310 Bitcoin transfer. That's a lot of Bitcoin. Shortly after the arrest warrant was issued for him about 2 weeks ago. So I guess people are wondering where that went, but I guess it went to 2 different overseas exchanges. Some people have been sleuthing, looking into it, and it looks like this was worth around $66.65 million, and they were made from the Luna Foundation Guard crypto wallet. So this is from the official Luna Foundation wallet, he transferred this money over to KuCoin and OKX. So
He's just like hoping
he's
that he can
just
maybe try to save some
he's
funds
totally
here,
on the
huh?
run. Yeah, just
Dude,
drained the
you know,
account. I mean, I guess that means the rug is essentially complete, right? When you
no,
drain
I'm just saying,
the
like, if he
foundation
was,
wallet, isn't that when
would
the
it
rug
be
is now complete?
no, if you're on the run from
Hmm.
the law and you want to hide finances and stuff like that, I'm not, this is not financial advice or anything, but
Yeah, please, Lord.
when maybe you would maybe get it off of the blockchain so then no one can actually track you. So if he was smart, right, maybe
Like
he would get that
cash,
in
you
some
mean?
sort of
Or
fiat, right?
or
Yeah, some
or buy a
cash, and
bunch
then
of
he's
gold with it using the Bitcoin.
yeah, then he could
I
go out
don't
to
know
the
how you do
desert
that.
and bury it kind of thing, and when he gets out of prison and go
This
get
is
it, you know?
insane. What is this, a movie? Uh, yeah.
Well,
Okay, great.
what would you do with all that money? I mean, I'm just saying, like, everyone knows, like,
I
oh wow,
mean,
yeah, we just saw him just
I
transfer
think
all
at
this
that point I would
Bitcoin.
just give up. I don't think I'd go out to the desert and bury
What?
money in the desert. I just think I would
You
just be too
just call
lazy
it?
for that. I'd be like, fuck this.
Oh
This is
no, man. I'd be getting I would totally be getting treasure chests and everything, getting it all
I'm
like
seeing like
buried
a
and
scene like camels like out in the desert and they're like hauling your chests full of money and you got
Anna. See,
wrapped up.
Anna says that she's burying
She
money
buried money in the desert.
all out in the desert. I'm gonna go out and go.
Yeah, I
She's
don't
gonna
doubt
just
it.
so I'm gonna go down there and
I
she's
don't
gonna see
doubt
me
it.
just digging in her yard, just all these holes, and I'm gonna be like, "You said that it's out here, so I'm just
Oh
gonna
man. Wow.
getting
Wow. Well, maybe I mean this story's not over. So, I mean, anything could happen. We may find out that Do Kwon
maybe I want to do
actually
desert. Desert would maybe be
oh,
kind of hard because
what are you
everything
gonna
kind of
put it
looks the
in the
same.
ocean? Are you gonna go
Uh,
put it in the
Try
ocean
to
at the
find some
bottom of the
caves or
sea?
something, maybe in the mountains here. I don't know.
Okay. Well, at the same time, I guess South Korean prosecutors have tried to also freeze these assets, sending requests to KuCoin and OKX. So,
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah, what happens there?
See,
But
that's what I was saying, man. Is like I don't know if it's very smart for him to sit there and try to move this around necessarily. If he, should have tried to get in something that's less traceable,
yeah,
like that criminal fiat. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
all that money that the
Here's what Do
criminals
Kwon
use.
said yesterday. He insists he's not on the run. Here's his tweet yesterday saying he's making zero effort to hide. He goes on walks. He goes to the mall. Oh, nice. He's shopping. And no way, none of crypto Twitter hasn't run into me in the past couple weeks. So he's saying nobody recognizes him. He is out shopping at Gucci, and he doesn't give a fuck. He's
Where
like, I'm
in
not running.
Dubai?
I'm shopping
Yeah.
at Gucci, and nobody's
Yeah.
even recognized me. So I don't care. I guess that's his
Cool.
response.
All right. Well,
The saga, the Do Kwon saga, it never ends.
I mean, I could get the whole like no one recognizes such a few small percentage of people. Like that's not a big thing to say. Like if you're like famous in crypto, like you
Yeah,
still
it's not-
are
you're
not
not famous at all. Yeah.
You're not famous. Like
yeah, and most
you're
people
just
in
crypto
crypto
famous.
also would not recognize him. They've maybe heard the name, but a lot of people probably don't even know what he looks like.
Probably not. Not unless he like carried his PFP like badge on him or something.
Unless
Be
you
like,
watch
"Oh,
the
yeah,
show
that's
because
Do
you see his
Kwon's
face every
PFP."
day. Because we talk about him every single day.
know.
But if you don't watch this show, you might not even know what he looks like exactly. That winter mute exploit that happened the other day that was they blamed on the profanity wallet generator. Anyway, it looks like this could have been an insider job, I guess. The leading crypto market maker, Wintermute. Can you believe this? The market makers are having inside jobs.
Another reason why you just don't want employees, man. They're all inside. They're gonna get you. They're just gonna come and backstab you. Like you think, oh, cool. They have high responsibility and they're getting paid and everyone's happy, and then they just rob you.
I
That's
guess
what
they
always
offered
do.
a 10% bounty, But now there's a report suggesting it could be inside job. Analyst James Edward, editor of Zero Nonsense, argued that the hacker couldn't have had a random external entity that simply recovered the private key to an unsafe, externally owned address that the team failed to revoke administrative permissions for. Edwards stated that the hack appears to have been carried out by an internal party after observing the platform's smart contract interactions. In other words, the relevant transactions initiated by the EOA make it clear that the hacker was likely an internal member of the Wintermute team. Interesting. Edwards questioned the transparency of the project while pointing out the lack of uploaded verified code for the Wintermute smart contract in question, making it impossible for the community to confirm that the hacker was not internal. Interesting. Upon deeper inspection, sifting through the decompiled bytecode, analysts
We're all just
allegedly
watching
found that the
Freeman
code
read
did
this
not
too. It's
match
like
with
this
what
is
was
like story
supposedly
time here.
compromised. Yeah, I mean, because it's just like there's a lot to it there.
We're all like
Yeah.
watching Freeman read this for the
Interesting.
first
Trying
time.
to understand what's happening here. Yeah. So, I mean, from just, it sounds like people just doing analysis of the data on chain. The blockchain never lies. And I guess they're just finding some suspicious things. So I think this is a to be determined on that one, friends. I don't think we're sure there. Okay, let's go over to the charts. That does it.
Let's
for
check out the
headlines.
charts.
Let's
We are
check out
up
the
only,
charts.
baby. We are up only.
Yeah, it's nice,
Up
nice morning,
only.
huh?
Remember yesterday I was
Yeah,
like,
we
dude,
did
this
say
is
there's possible.
I said
a possible bounce.
yesterday that this is when you want to be buying. This is when you want to be looking for your longs. It's down
So
here.
you filled your
at the
bag, right?
bottom. I did. Yeah, but I also Mr. Take Profit, so I already took profit. So
Oh,
I'm,
okay.
yeah, I might get back in here, but I'm kind of waiting for a retrade. Just because I see the daily has came really close to the 50 moving average here. I know. Are you reading the chat here? Are you seeing what's
Yeah,
happening in the
you
chat?
guys are
I
just
was
so
laughing my ass off
degenerate.
when you're just sitting there reading your story.
You guys are such
Yeah, it was
degenerates.
funny. And that thought
And
never
actually,
crossed my
I was
mind,
no,
okay?
it did. Okay,
Never.
it did for me. I almost said it. I thought it. I thought it. That's what's so funny is that I did think it right
Anyways,
at the
if
end.
you're
there,
watching,
and I didn't say
if
it.
you're watching on Twitter and you are on YouTube, you're
Yeah, you're missing out on half the show.
You're
half the
missing out
show
on
happens in
some
the
good stuff.
chat, and I can't even put it on screen, or we'd probably get banned.
It's not you can't put that on screen. That thought never crossed my mind. Okay, all right.
Me and
Anyways,
Dolph and Kansas all were thinking it. Oh man.
they're like, is Matt gonna slip? Matt gonna slip?
Well,
Not today. Not
Mr.
today.
Mr. Goody
least-
Two Shoes. That's what we're changing your name to, Mr. Goody Two Shoes over there. He
All
doesn't
right,
have
so
none of
anyways.
these thoughts.
Back to the charts. Back to the chart. Back to the charts. So anyways, daily here, Bitcoin has came up to the 50 moving average zone. So it hasn't had like a nice clean challenge of the 50 moving average. But it's this is where I would be now cautious of if you were like, oh yeah, long. Now if you're longing for a long-term deal, okay, this is still in that zone that is potentially pretty good for a long-term hold. But just be cautious because like I say, the daily candles tend to like to consume the previous day candle. We didn't get that at all. In fact, we haven't even challenged. Let's go to lower time frames. Lower time frames. We haven't even challenged the current daily open. We have literally just been pumping since last night. And look at all these vector candle zones we've created. Here on the 1 hour, we are, we really daily open. The bullish scenario here on the 1 hour is really right here when price came up above the 50 moving average, came back, challenged it, got rejected. Now it's like, okay, long season, baby. We're expecting a nice move upward. Plus, you have the kimono wave here, guys. Kimono wave is getting a green starting here at 10 o'clock yesterday. Is getting a green trend. All right. And you have not really divergent. Divergences happen back here, really. But then so back here you'd have your divergences forming. Just kidding. I'm lying. You don't have divergences. That's a lie. That's a lie. You don't have not in the 1 hour. But you do have, you do have, I mean, it's just, you have the momentum coming up, like it's just growing. So it's you had the kimono wave was telling you several times to get in here. So the kimono wave was telling you, if also the moving average wasn't either, because also we had the 50 moving average crossing up above. Now this kind of happened after the whole pump deal. So because we're so extended from the 50 moving average, and I'd be expecting a retrace right now, right? Just because we've had so much pumpage, there's a lot of imbalance in the chart right now. So I would expect a pullback here, and that's what I'm going to be waiting for, is a pullback to the 50 moving average, to try and see if that for a nice entry. Plus, we haven't came down to try and challenge the daily open. It's just been raging. Which usually, so given how the stock's going, did we open? I'm imagining we opened and pumped. No, we have not opened and pumped. In fact, we've opened and kind of dumped. So I think maybe BTC might be a little bit right. It's usually lags behind. It's usually the last to move. So I'm expecting a pullback here to get my entry back in. This is ETH now. I was like, wait a second, the 50 was just crossing. ETH on the 1 hour, the 50 hasn't crossed the 200 moving average. We did the same kind of deal here where we popped up above it, challenged it, got a nice pull upwards here. Again, haven't challenged the daily open, so I'm expecting a pullback here. And also the 50 moving average hasn't crossed the 200 yet, so that to me still is kind of like if when it pulls back, I would still be I'd be watching really closely, and understand my risk here of going long when it gets down there, because it could just be this could just be a nice grab of a whole bunch of longs for the market maker to trap and then take it again, but for that, let's check out some liquidity maps. Let's check out some liquidity maps. So I pulled this a little bit before the show. As you can see, ETH, right? We have a lot of liquidations that have built up. So to me, down low, like it seems like to me, the retrace too, I was thinking is likely because we have a pool of liquidity that's closest to the current price. I think we've actually came down and snatched some of this. So I would maybe refresh this to see where we're at. But like these big liquidity pools, was that 1324? Let's see where that guy is. Oh, we're down. Yeah. That's below the daily open. So see, like we have the liquidations right now are favoring, I think, just at least a slight pullback, because then we could be getting it just depends if we get a lot of longs coming in as we come down, as they try to chase the bottom, to see if we get more liquidations up on this end, because I mean, this one's a hard one because we're pretty even. I mean, this large liquidation plot, right? Yeah, is $62 away. This one is about 31. So we are closer for number, those short liquidations are closer. So we could, that's why I was like, maybe we get a pullback, but then I could totally see us raging back up again. just to get those liquidations because they are closer. But and then then these could just be piling on. Then you're just piling on these longs as you pull back. You get let's draw it on the chart. We pull back, challenge the moving averages somewhere around this level, take out this vector candle zone. Then you start coming back up, and then you start hitting those liquidation points. Because as you're pulling down, you're probably going to get a bunch more people putting in orders down here. I'd take a look at the order book. I don't have my order book up right now, but I'd be looking at the order as it gets down to this level to be seeing where those orders are sitting. Is it greatly outnumbering longs or shorts? Right, I'd be kind of chasing to see where the market maker is going to be moving when we get down to here. But yeah, I mean, Kimono Wave right now on the 1 hour says we've been overbought too, and we do have divergences. Well, so not yet, actually. I would be waiting because you want to see. I mean, I would want to maybe see. Damn, dude, this is just been a crazy pump, man. Crazy pump. And also the volume. Oh, I should have saved that too. I had volume up earlier, and yesterday's volume was just insane. It was just like, I don't know what people woke up yesterday or Monday and was like, I'm just gonna buy a shit ton of crypto today, and that's just what is insane. I think maybe they just watched our show and they're like, oh yeah, Mr. Take Profits, this is a good time to buy. Maybe that was it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. This is not financial advice, by the way. So if anyone did that,
don't
stupid.
Oh yeah, right. I should have.
You just got lucky. You got lucky if that happened.
Financial advice.
And you're an idiot if that's why you bought.
This is gambling.
That's why you bought. You're an idiot.
But we do have on the green. We do have a green money flow wave on the kimono. Kimono still. So it's just, this does look like a healthy little. What I would like to see here for a nice, if we were going to get like a decent dump, like especially down to like maybe the daily open or something, what I'd like to maybe see, or below, chasing those liquidations, challenging support, which is more like around here at the psychological high. This level seems like a pretty strong level right around here. Oh, plus it's the point of control of the range. That makes sense. So, I mean, levels that I could be seeing being respected if we're coming down today. Levels I would be respecting, we did blow past the range high. Okay, so we've gotten above the range. Now, if you're looking for that bullish case scenario, you're going to want a nice bounce. And see, this is where it's like, that's a lot of confluence right there in that zone, right? You have the 200, the 50 moving averages, and the high range level that we just broke. So what you're looking for here is a bounce from this area right around here. And if we break down below it, then you're looking at this level, the point of control, and this random yellow line I made. And then if we break that, then we're going back down to the range low. It's, yeah, to me, but with this whole bullish, we've this looks good. This looks promising. The 50 looks like it's about to cross the 200. That would be huge. To me, that would be like a big, like, hey, bet the farm on this one. Comes down, challenges the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average, and the 50 crosses above the 200. Plus, we challenge the volume. Gosh, I'm getting like all super excited. It's gonna be juicy. That could be juicy. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that entry.
Bet the farm.
That just looks too good right now, because this is the kind of, if you're a breakout trader, this is the kind of shit that you're looking for, right? You're looking for the, you've gotten above the range, now let's challenge the range and let's reject off of it, and then we're in pump town. Pump town is what I'm calling it. I don't know. I just I'm not gonna do that again. So this range, so on this guy, so what is this? The 4 hour. So this range is from, what is this from? This is from our, okay, so we're still technically, okay, yeah, no. Sorry, I was getting confused on my ranges. I mean, so, and on the more macro range, we're getting back up to this top range. So remember, if I pull back here, I have like 4 volume ranges I'm working with here. All right. So we have, is it going to show up here on my 4 hour? Yeah, here we go. So here's my this isn't my macro of the whole shebang, right? This is just from our highs to where we are now. All right. This guy here, this is what we've been challenging. This is where I'm like, this is a nice accumulation spot, right? This is a great accumulation spot that we've been down in this giant range since May, right? Yeah. Now I have this other range from our local high to our current price, and that's the range that we're about, that we're looks like that we could be getting back into. And if that's the case, if we get that bounce and everything that that I was just talking about comes into fruition, then next target would be right up here around 1500 at these point of controls. Now this is crazy because they have 2 different decent size volume ranges that we've pulled here that are both saying that this is a very high volume area that we expect a bounce from, or something like that, right? So it's that's what I'm looking for. So if we get that rejection and we hold inside of this range, right now we're trying to hold this range. I could see us come down and then getting rejected up. And on the 4 hour, right, the price has come up above the 50 moving average. We haven't really challenged it. See, that's why I'm thinking that we need a decent little retrace, claim some of this vector candle zone, test the daily open. It doesn't even have to get to the daily open. It just needs to go and test it, right? Just needs to come back down and cool off a bit. But yeah, here, 50 moving average, we could totally get a retest of that and start our number only go up party. So I'm thinking, and yeah, you have vector candle zones up here, crazy liquidations, I'm imagining. So this is at 1580. Let's go to Kingfisher and see if we've got giant liquidate. Oh yeah. Look, this is at 1469. Huge liquidations.
Wipe out all those.
So all of this liquidations just sitting up here. So we might come down, get some of these before we start to make our way up to get these liquidations. So it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good.
Spicy.
It's just, you just have to be cautious of going in now. And if you do go in now, understand that you're going in at a time when it's likely that we're going to get some sort of retrace going on here. Just because we're very extended from the moving averages on a lot of these time frames. So yeah, and then I have this range, the small range that we've been in down here since last week was it? Yeah, like 18th September. Came down here, challenged the bottom, challenging the top of this range. Oh, sorry, we blew past the top of it right here. This is the top of this range. Blew past it. So it's really there's a lot of confirmations, and I was like, this could be pretty darn bullish right now. And as far as just, when I say bullish, we're in a bear market, so it's like, just a little pump.
Yeah.
No, but a little
day.
pump, but like maybe
Right.
10%, 20%. Like if we see, hey, if we're like, hey, if I'm like a true believer, I'm like, you know what, we're gonna make it up here. That's 14%, right? That's decent. And if we blew past that, then we're looking to play back up here into this volume high, and claim this vector candle zone that's up here. So this
Don't
could
get
be
us excited, bro.
This
get us
could be the
excited.
beginning of hey, we are almost in Pumptober, and
What was it, what they call it?
Mary
Pumptober?
Pumptober,
I thought it
or
was for
Uptober.
October.
Is Uptober better or Pumptober? Pumptober or Uptober? Don't answer. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
you
if we're
don't
gonna,
even know.
the idea here, well, and if you listen to Miriam, right, the
I don't.
astrology,
Yeah.
well, you should. She says now we're gonna pump until December 20 or October 25th, end of October, because that's when Jupiter aligns with some moon or some shit, and like all this other stuff happens, and then we're gonna be dumping.
We should be
So
putting her prediction videos in our intermissions. We need her. We need the Marin advice. It's like you pull the fibs, you put on Marin, and the universe speaks to you.
Yeah. And Abdul, I mean, I want to believe the bottom is in, but we are in a bear market, and it's hard to say the bottom's in when you because if you zoom out to the weekly, the weekly just doesn't look like the bottom's in. The weekly looks like, hey, yeah, we can maybe claim this vector candle zone, but it doesn't look too good, right? It's like, yeah, we've been doing good. It's a nice little candle, but look how small it is. It's so small. It's just I'm not calling the bottom, because there's still a lot of shit that could be happening throughout this year alone, right? We could be getting lower lows maybe November, December, right? December is what a lot of people think it's going to go real bad, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. Like, no, this is the bottom, bro. This is the bottom.
Moon time, bro.
It's just
Abdul has stated it's moon time. I believe
moon time.
I believe.
Yeah. So I'm the thing good here on this one, on the weekly, what you got to be pretty stoked about is that we are getting higher lows, and if we could get up here, challenge the 50 moving average, hey, maybe we get higher highs. So maybe we do start getting a nice little trend going. But this weekly, if we can't get higher highs, right? If we get lower highs and we're just forming this little wedge, then yeah, we're SOL, man. You know what I mean?
Great.
Like that just
great.
SOL. We're getting lower lows. So I'm not convinced this is the bottom. What did I just delete?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't care about that line. Yeah, so anyways, let's go take out some other shit tokens. All right, let's go do our ape watch. We are up 3% on ape. Let's go to daily. Man, ape has been, that news, right? It's all the speculation of the staking, and hey, on the daily, you have got to be pretty happy with the performance on ape. Actually, yes, we're in this range, but it is still maintaining that 50 moving average. So your ape is one green vector candle away from really pumping. I feel like this is a very good sign that the price is challenging the 50 moving average, and it's holding very nicely. It does suck its price hasn't been moving much at all, but if you played this range right, you could be scalping this all day. But and bullish signs too on a daily. RSI is crossing up. We're no longer in a red trend. We do have this red wave coming up, but VWAP could be coming up. Money flow is pointing up. So there's signs that we could be getting that pump here on Ape's daily time frame. So there's signs. Doesn't mean number could still go down, but there are signs that says that this could be just a fake little this is just a retrace back to challenge 50 moving average before we get a nice movement up. Let's take Matic. I'll take a look at Matic. Why not? You know, Matic actually, this level has been really interesting because it challenged it, and I was looking at the like last week because it was down here, right? It broke down below this level of support resistance that I didn't really needed to hold, and it was down here for a couple days, but then it just popped right back up. So really on the daily here, what I'm looking for is for Matic to get up to the 50 moving average, plow through it, challenge, get a nice move up. That's what I would like to see for Matic. All right. Right now, I mean, this does look like a pretty decent W pattern that we're forming here, though. So that's good news for Matic. Let's just see if we keep that good news rolling. Solana is holding this level of support very nicely. We've challenged it 1, 2, 3, 4 times in just like what, the past week or so. Well, I guess a couple of weeks. But dang, man, it's been down in this goblin zone for a while, and right now it's challenging the 50 moving average, guys. We are challenging and breaking through the 50 moving average. We are coming up and claiming this red vector candle zone. So what I want to see here on the daily on Solana
into support
is get this, plow through this 50, maybe get higher highs, come back down, challenge that 50 moving average, and then we get a move up. That it wouldn't look like this, but you know what I mean, guys. You know what I mean.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
All right. What other shit token? GMT's up 14%, man.
Whoa. Pop.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude,
did they come out with some news or some shit, dude?
Candles.
Oh, yeah, I know, dude. Well, that's the thing with these shit tokens. You know, you're like,
this is like weird. Yeah,
I know. I never got into. I should probably. I bet you the step in the NFTs. Did they go down in price? We should look into step in and see how that's going. Because I never. I shouldn't. I don't know.
The main thing, the main reason not as many people are doing it is because you just can't make much money on it anymore.
Well, no, but if you're, but my whole thing is like I work out anyways. I don't do a lot like outside. Go to the gym more often, but it's like if I'm going to work out, you may as well. You know, if you're going for a walk or whatever, you may as well, like, why not try to make some pennies on the side, you know, and hodl it until it moons.
GMT earning for level 30 sneakers will be deployed to the Steppen app in the next 24 hours. Maybe that's bullish. I mean, that could be enough to move something like this potentially.
Yeah, it totally is. Because look, I mean, you know, and you have to be cautious with because these vector candles, when GMT, like, just look. Vector candle claimed right away. Vector candle claimed right away. Vector candle claimed right away. So be cautious. You're challenging the 50 moving average. It challenges the 50 moving average a lot and then gets rejected a lot. So don't FOMO in on this one. You know, be careful. Don't, because you could likely be buying the top here before we get some sort of retrace down and whatnot. So I would like, right, you want to look for some more confirmations, get it the price above the 50 moving average, challenge some support, and see if you get a bounce. But right now it's just in this range, you know. It's just in a range.
I think this is a big upgrade, actually. I think it sounds like maybe you were earning not GMT token before. And like you were earning something called GST that you could maybe like, it was like you could redeem it for GMT, I'm thinking, or something. But it sounds like now you can, if you're a certain level, you can actually start earning GMT. So that's probably worth a lot more, I bet, per token than the other thing was. And there's a bunch of details here in this thread. But yeah, it sounds like there's definitely a update there.
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest winner today, man. That is, if you just, that's crazy how that one popped like nothing. Hey, and the dollar that has been raging is at least maybe, is this the toppy? Is this a toppy? Everyone's been saying, everyone has been saying is
God,
that the
it's just
dollar
raging.
looks toppy. Look, we are at the
You
top of
would
the
hope eventually it's got to top out somewhere.
Jeez, dude. Oh,
That's been
this
such
makes
a
me
freaking
sick.
just a
I don't know if it's all the
plow
coffee
upward.
I had, but I feel sick now.
Yeah, that's a crazy chart. I wish that was the ETH chart, but it's not.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, the pound is just crashing.
Yeah, it looks a complete opposite of that one.
Yeah, the pound is just like, yeah, just nosediving. So, and we are at, I was thinking that we would get to, oh, dude, so close. The 115. That's where I was like, we're gonna get to 115, and then that's gonna be the major, like, oh shit level is what I was. That, and the only reason why I say that is because I've just heard other people say it. So because I'm not very smart. I don't know why. I don't know why the 115 thing was a big deal.
That's what
But
other
a
people
lot
say.
of people are like, nerds are like, once it gets 15, we're all screwed, kind of thing. But I don't know if I believe that. I don't know.
Everything implodes.
I don't know why the nerds are saying that, man. I don't. I just repeat what the nerds say.
Financial people. The
Yeah.
smart financial people.
I mean, yeah, you kind of, yeah, dude, it's just been raging. We really need the dollar to really have a nice, have it get below the 50 moving average, have the 50 moving average go down below the 200. Like, we need a nice dump like this, because this was like, right, this was 2020, guys. This is when we were pumping, when everything was pumping. You couldn't, you could buy whatever the hell you wanted, and you would be living in Gucci Island or whatever. But fuck, man, that's the kind of shit we need. We need to be the dollar needs to dump, and it needs to have a nice dump. Anyway, all right, there you go. There's your charts. Anything else?
First? No. I think that's good. That was a lot of charts. That was a nice overview. I liked it.
Good. Because we're done.
Good. Wow. Daddy says we're done. Okay, sounds good. Well, let's go hit up the intermission. And when we get back, we will chat about NFTs.
Merkle Bruce, plasma chains, plap plap, ZK snarks, coming solver, quap quap, privacy scaling in a snap snap, constant products oracles, tap tap,
bing bong. And those emojis honestly should be illegal. I've been emailing Apple every single day to remove the meat emojis from the iPhones, and they're not doing it. I don't know why they're not doing it. I've been emailing them every single day to stop putting the meat emojis in the phones. Like, it should be illegal. It's offensive to me.
While you may have fumbled for Denzas and missed out on generational wealth like a bozo, you know what? It's not too late to FOMO into Dikenzas. The big and beautiful generative peen art you can put in your wallet or on your wall. No roadmap, no utility, just dicks.
So the issue with Bored Ape Yacht Club is that they're not providing any context. The context that they've provided is that literally it's meaningless. They said that these are just apes in a swamp who like drawing penises on a penis wall. That's the official story of Bored Ape Yacht Club from the mouth of Nicole, the CEO. Like, that's it. Like, end. Done. Like, there's nothing else. I also think these guys are pussies. Like, I think they're feckless for doing it.
For you wallet, I bring you Bitcoin magazine. My Bitcoin magazine, Max Bidden.
Does the car have to be on for the miners to work?
That's what it is. That's what it look like. See, that's my guy. Pull over. Hey, I want the computer. What are you doing with the money? Give me the computer. You can go in here. Yeah, go. See you soon. Max Bidden. Better believe it.
Hold on, dude. No.
Perfect. Thank you for watching, GM.
Thank you guys for sticking around through that brief little intermission. As you can see, Mr. Take Profits is taking something, and he will be right back with us. Let's get into the NFT charts here real quick. We've got the top collections in the past 24 hours volume-wise here on OpenSea, and you can see that if my mouse will participate in the mousening, Critters Cult is still up at the top, just absolutely blasting away. I think yesterday during the show, these were at a 16 soul floor. So just really crushing it here with that 29 soul floor, 41% change, I think, in volume. So increase in volume. I'm totally shocked that this project has run as far as it has. Really, I think I don't know.
What's that? 39?
29.
Oh,
yeah,
no, 29.
Which is still quite a bit. And
because yesterday it was like what, 12?
It was 16. Yeah, it was like going between 14 and 16 during the show. But
man, don't you feel stupid fading on that one, huh? Yeah. Don't you feel bad?
Well, I thought, and because I was looking at the the token, the whitelist tokens.
I know.
I was like, if I pay 7 SOL for this whitelist token, I thought it was insane. I was like, there's no way these are going to be worth more than like 10 SOL. Even 10 seemed crazy to me. Nope. Yep. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. So some people wonder, is this like the moonbirds of Solana? I hear some people saying, but to me, it's just like, until there's anything real going on, I'm just like, what is going on right now? I don't understand.
Dan, I can't stand when people be like, these are like the
this is the this
when
that,
it's like
right.
nothing like it, like absolutely the utility, the people behind it, are like
it's
nothing
completely
like it.
Different. It's just because it's pixel art.
Oh, really?
That's
they got
the only
VC
reason.
backing and all this shit. Like all these like Silicon
so,
Valley
even.
peeps are all in on this.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I think as far
out
as
of here
we
with your
know, I don't.
comparisons.
Maybe there's been an announcement today that I have not seen yet, but as far as I know, this was just this was just it's art. As far as I know, and the crazy thing is, what was I going to say about it? I mean, these, this is the floor, but there's ones they're going for a lot more. Just totally crazy to me. But this had yesterday Magic Eden. I think it had 130,000 Solana in volume, which is a lot for Magic Eden. So I mean, I don't know what the record is, but I think that's getting close to it. So there was a lot of volume on this project specifically yesterday, and still, when you sit here and you look at this live feed, every couple of seconds there's a listing, a delisting, or a buy going on this project. So there's definitely a lot of activity going through here. And what is the what's the creator royalty on this one? I wonder. I think I looked yesterday, but I don't remember. 6%. So it's definitely not necessarily a cheap as far as creator royalties go. So interesting project. Definitely feeling the FOMO on that one. Cancel all collections, release one a week. Yeah, there's so many coming out right now. It's just crazy. And across, I mean, you just try to keeping up is insane. I don't just know if you could see along the top here, all these Twitter tabs right here that I have open. These are all projects. These are all upcoming projects. So yeah, we got a lot of projects. We're getting mint season again here, it seems like. So what were you going to say there, Jonesy?
I just can't wait to show off our cool project coming out.
Oh yes, that too.
Speaking of all these projects, we're
going to be coming out with ours here soon too. Hades Swap launched yesterday. Hades Swap is like the pseudo swap for Solana. This one, I think pseudo swap has like a 0.5% fee. This one has a 0% fee to trade on here. The whole question, though, is that will there be enough liquidity in the projects that trade on here to make it worth using this? But the nice thing about platforms like this and SudoSwap is you get immediate liquidity, so you don't need to wait for a buyer. you just get immediate liquidity. So that's pretty nice. Plus the 0% trading fee definitely incentivizes people to trade, but on these platforms. But the question always is there enough liquidity where the price you're getting here is not like so different from the price you'd get on Magic Eden? You kind of got to do the math, right? Like if I buy on another platform and I got to pay the platform fees, am I making less over there, or I mean selling, not buying, am I making less over there than over here where I'm paying 0% fee, but the floor price here is 42 and the best offer here I would get is 39. So yeah, it's immediate liquidity, but it's got to be kind of a bigger project to have the liquidity, and then the bigger projects, the sales are happening really quickly anyway. So I don't know. I think the verdict's still out on these type of platforms, but this is the one that's made by that ABC project. This is that ABC project.
Oh, he did something with the money. Like he actually was like, okay.
They're gonna give. There's somehow people are gonna make money somehow on this, but it's such a tiny, minuscule amount that it would take you like
right when you have
like
fees,
8 years.
Basically nothing. There's no revenue model.
Yeah,
really,
I think it would take like 8 years to essentially recuperate your investment at the current price of ABC. So I just don't think, anyone who's buying it for that reason,
long-term investment.
That's real long in the NFT world. So
in crypto, fuck yeah, that's like like dude,
it's ridiculously long. Yeah, I know. Here's a couple upcoming projects. Let's look at some upcoming projects. I don't know really much about any of these projects. I've just started to look at them myself, but this is the City of Elixir. Now, this one is for a trading platform called Elixir. So this is another trading platform. I have no idea what the advantage of this trading platform is. It looks like maybe you can borrow. Oh, no. Chosen ones only. So I'm guessing you gotta have an NFT or something. So anyway, that's this one, Elixir. I'm just going to kind of run through these. I'm not going too deep into them because these are all just upcoming projects.
They're all Solana's, right?
DYOR. These are all Solana ones. Yes, these are all Solana ones. And this is Ooze. Yes, this one has quite a bit of people talking about it. I can't figure out why. I tried to kind of look. And to me, this is, again, I'm just feeling the same, there's just there's too much liquidity when projects like these are all minting out, because this one, as far as I can tell, is that you just pretty much you get commercial rights to your NFT, and they're going to airdrop different styles.
Look at all that cool utility, man.
So I just yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. What is this wave? Why do they have that wave thing going on? Oh no! Is this partnered with that Wade project? Oh gosh!
Maybe they just probably did a collab or something.
Yeah, or they're just trying to they retweet these things to make it seem like they're associated. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, this is the Ooze. Okay. Ooze, the Oozeverse. They're looking for their one and only soulmates, these Oozes. Is it gonna be you?
Aww.
I'm sorry I even brought that up.
What is that? How do you even say this?
This is Lunar Project. This is minting today, a 10K collection by the
If you didn't tell me, I'd probably spend like 5 minutes trying to figure out what the hell they were trying to spell.
The only reason I knew is because I just read this.
Oh, you just read it. You cheated.
Yeah, I don't know what. I couldn't have figured that out. Yeah. Yeah, I cheated. I looked at the Twitter name.
You just read good. You cheated.
I just kept scrolling. So this is, what is this? It's created by the OpenDAO, designed by Zigor to empower holders to find the true representation of their identity. Don't you feel like you're looking at mints from 6 months ago now? I do, where it's just they've got websites that say nothing. They're just a project about, like weird platitudes and stuff, empower holders to find the true representation of their identity in the
Bull
virtual
market's
space,
back,
bro.
baby. Question is if we're back, is Solana gonna lead the charts? I know Kansas isn't gonna like to hear this, but
Bro,
like, is
yeah.
it gonna
Like
ETH gonna
who's
get like just mowed over by these less
Man,
expensive?
I don't know. I think that's going to be the question that we'll see. I do think that the competition is heating up. That's for sure. I think
'Cause
all the side
I kind of
chains
think
are
like if
heating up.
you're an ETH NFT, the only, I mean, I'm trying to think of like the reason why you would start an ETH NFT other than because it's like I don't really know many that are really like being very successful that are minting out right now, right? That are
I mean, there's lots of just the
it's
DJing
just like
mints still going on.
yeah, but you know what I mean? But like the blue chips, like are there any new ETH blue chips?
Ranga
Will
would
we
be the
ever get a blue
closest
chip
thing.
on ETH again? You know what I mean? Because it's like
Oh,
I'm not saying I'm just saying because it's like it's just a shittier chain. It's just a more expensive chain. It's a more expensive chain.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not saying like you're gonna have your blue chips on there forever, right? Your freaking apes.
Yeah,
and,
you're gonna have Clone X. You're gonna have the things that are already there. The question is, will there be another Bored Ape Yacht Club on Ethereum? Is kind of the question, or even a Moonbirds, right? I mean,
right? Because you could argue, your critters there are doing well, but who knows? Next week they could be going to zero, and
like
then
a lot of these Solana
it's too early to call them like.
And I would say we don't really have
but...
any blue chip Solana projects even really at this point. I think I don't think there's any project.
So
I can
blue chip
say that.
Solana would probably be what OK Bears, D Gods, and
those would be the closest thing. But the teams are still on doxed, as far as I know. I don't think maybe OK Bears is doxed. I just think like. They are
so they're just
undoxed
low,
and
dude, those are just rugs.
They're not in the
they're
top
just
of
like
the charts.
Expensive fucking.
Well, and they're not in the top
true.
of the charts consistently.
That's true.
I mean, where is
That's
DGods
true.
on this chart? I mean, where even is DGods?
Wow, that's a really
it's number
good. There it is.
44. So yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. When will you have something that competes with CryptoPunks for the top spot, right? I mean, these are still high volume projects. The question though, but like, where is the next blue chip going to come from? I guess that's really what we're getting at. The question really is, where will the next blue chip come from?
The problem with Sol is that it's way less, it's for the poorest. It's cheap. It's like what's Sol? It's still $30, $34.
Yeah.
So to sit there and it just takes a lot more to sit there and say, oh, it's 10 ETH worth would be like incredible for
let's see.
It's like that's like
how much is ETH right now?
ETH is at 1384, so about 1400.
Okay, so CryptoPunks has had about $1 million, close to $1 million in volume in the past 24 hours, and Critters, which is
jeez Louise,
is
$1 million.
Let's see. Actually, Critters 1.1 million, dude. Well, I mean, it's number one, so it's obviously doing more volume. So the question isn't about volume, and I mean, the volume is there apparently. I mean, you've got this Critters project has done $1 million,
and we've seen this before with Solana projects going up to the first spot. I guess maybe it's really a consistency.
When do you get a consistent blue chip project that sits up in the top 3 to 4 the top 3 or 4 places every day, like CryptoPunks and Bored Ape does? I mean, again, and the ABC got close, but it's maybe the closest really to that, because it's been in the top 10 probably for weeks now. I mean, I think ever since it came out, this was one of those ones where it was at the first place and we were like, whoa. And I don't know. ABC is maybe the closest thing right now. But that's why I just don't think I don't think we have a blue chip type project yet from any other chain, in my opinion. Sorry, Cardano, but I just think we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten there yet, and I think that there's just volume starting to come back into these projects, and I think we still have yet to see, like a full bull run, right? The next bull run. That's when we'll see where the next blue chip's going to be, I think, is the next bull run. And we'll see what chain that comes from. To be determined, I would say. So, to be determined. Let's just cycle through some more of these mints. These are all like happening today. These are the Eries. These are 4,000 gangster ghouls haunting the blockchain. They're looking, this is like a Halloween theme. Does this ever work out long term? No. I think the Halloween projects come and then they just disappear immediately. Yeah. It's a
same
seasonal project.
All this Halloween ghost shit popping up everywhere, and then it's like
seasonal projects.
Send it to zero.
Yeah, so this is the Eries. I mean, there's so many things minting today, especially, that's the trending page, especially over here on Solana, just a lot of things minting because I got the Frugs, and it looks like they're partnering with that Elixir platform somehow. So let's go look at the website here for the Frugs, dude. I'm a sucker for frog things, but this is not impressing me so far. Frugs. Build strong community. Make a website. Do staking. Airdrop. Make a swamp token. Arc Lab. It's just raid to earn. Same thing as everything else. I mean, it's just everything is this. I mean, this is just like this is just like during the last bull run, it was every project had the same kind of roadmap. Same thing. You've got every project here in this little Solana run all have the same type of roadmaps in general, where it's like, there's going to be staking, there will be airdrops, there's an SPL token, and we're going to do a raid to earn or whatever. And then we're going to remake our art. I love how that's part of the roadmap now, is remaking the art is part of the roadmap. Or a Gen 2 art, or I don't know. Maybe that's what that is. Anyway. So that's some of the mints that are happening today. And, over on DGen Mints, you can see what's minting on Solana right now. We got the Froggy Boys and Cloud Machines and the Mooncats. What? What are you doing about over there?
Dude, I don't know. I can't keep up right now with all these different projects.
Dude, I know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. This is one that just launched on Ethereum today, and it's got a 10% creator fee. So that's
there's more projects out than my wife has subscriptions with the firm. I tell you what.
Then your Afterpay subscriptions? Wow.
My fucking Afterpay subscriptions that I'm fucking have to deal with right now. Yeah, there's more projects than that. Incredible.
Boy. Yeah, dude, it's crazy right now. And we're only on ETH and Solana, barely even ETH. I mean, then you go over to here's Cardano.
We didn't even talk about Cardano NFTs.
Dude,
wow.
Look at this. Yeah, there's a launch
How
pad.
could we forget those?
Look at these, bro. There's a launch pad for Cardano NFTs. So yeah, it's dude, it's just we are maxing out again on mints, and the euphoria is in the air. I can smell the mints. So it smells
is this
like mints in here.
the better Cardano?
Yeah, this is JPEG Store.
Yeah,
this is the one that actually works. So you can click on something and it all loads nice and quick. You can actually
it works.
Do stuff.
What a
concept.
crazy fucking
it's actually really quick. I like this one. So this is definitely a good marketplace. And like I was saying, they've got a launch pad down here, so you can see. You could go mint some space squirrels or some scruffies, some melting moon boys. I kind of like this Animalians. They're like They're like reptilians essentially.
Hmm.
So I know you're going through a reptilian phase right now. Floor on these is 23 Cardanos, dude. That's pretty cheap. You could get you an animalian. This could be the next blue chip, bro. Maybe the next blue chip's going to come from Cardano. Is 36 expensive? Yeah, these are pretty expensive. That Ape Society is 3,000 Cardano, pretty much floor. Clay Nation is a 2,500 Cardano floor.
Wait, 3,000 Cardano. So it's about like 1 ETH.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Worth.
where it tops out. Yep.
All right.
That's the top NFT collection in the past 24 hours.
Cool.
Hey, but
should I get like 10 of those then?
Opportunity. That's what I'm saying.
Should I get 10 of those?
You're very early if you're getting Cardano NFTs. Yeah, I think let's get chilled Kongs, bro. They're chilled Kongs.
Look at those. They look
not enough monkey.
They kind of
PFPs.
How could you get confused like as like a derivative with apes? That's like totally different. It's totally different.
Hey now.
Nothing similar whatsoever. And yeah, I mean the ape, yeah, I mean like there's none of these are derivatives, and that's why I love the originality that's coming out of the Cardano ecosystem.
I would say if there's a Cardano blue chip, it's the Clay Nation. Yeah. That's really the OG
That's it.
Cardano.
I'd agree. If you're gonna do anything in a Cardano, just grab a Clay Nation, dude, and hold it to 0 because that's where it's all going anyway. But you know,
exactly. Yeah, this one.
If you wanted to get the blue chip Cardano,
this is at least a creative, different idea
because it's all affordable. So that's a good thing. Everything on Cardano is affordable.
That too. Yeah, these are like sub 1,000.
So if you want to say I'm a blue chip holder, there you go, ladies and gents. There you go,
blue chip Cardano holder. You could probably become a Cardano influencer quite easily. You could invade the Cardano ecosystem if you just had a little bit of charisma, probably. And plus, you know what? You specifically, Mr. Take Profits.
Should I be like a Cardano
because
maxi?
You are a Cardanoan. You live in the city of Cardano. So
I'll just go over to what's his name's office.
Charles Hoskinson. Yeah, yes, you guys kick it. Don't you guys get lunch at Arby's every day together? I mean, I thought you guys
Arby's,
were homies.
Bro. No. No, we're from Colorado. We have like, bro,
being told
we got like illegal Pete's. We got Chipotle.
Yeah, and of all things, you choose Arby's. Disturbing.
I'm offended.
You Cardano MFers.
I am offended. I like to keep my guts inside of my body, which is why I don't eat at Arby's. Otherwise,
that's disturbing. What's the best near NFT marketplace? I wonder. I've got the one for Tezos. I've got the one for Cardano.
Oh, near NFTs. We can't forget near, bro.
Dude, exactly, bro. I'm wondering. I wonder if Dolph has the lowdown on the best.
Don't trigger the UFO reptile. Yeah, there was this. I showed Freeman this clip I saw this morning on crypto Twitter.
It was pretty wacky.
Yeah. Did you guys know that like the interstellar galactic order, they came to ancient Egypt with like UFOs, and there's 3 ships, 3 of them, and they just hovered over Egypt. Okay, and then they went to the Analytites and the Reptilians, and they said, "Yo, you guys got to get off Earth. All right, you got to get fucking off Earth." And Ellites were like, okay, we'll leave, man. But the reptilians, they didn't want to leave. They didn't want to leave because they were first. Anyway,
little history lesson
they lived on the ground to survive. Yeah.
So, see you guys tomorrow. 10 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Cheers.
They take my